Okay, so there's a lot of great issues in this double issue of May 10th through May 17th, 2021 Time Magazine. But the one that stuck out the most to me was Time Off Music. And it's on page 110. Country Music Reimagined by Andrew R. Chow. It's got a picture here of Miranda Lambert. I don't know who the other young lady is. And some pictures of, it looks like, CDs in between. It says new albums from Ashley Monroe, top left, and Miranda Lambert challenged the uniformity of country radio. A lot has changed in country music in the decades since the Pistol Annies, a country supergroup consisting of Miranda Lambert and Ashley Monroe and Angelina Presley, released their first album in 2021. 2011, Bro country swept the airwaves around the country gentlemen, traditionalists followed by brought back fiddles and lap steel guitars, innovative fused in the genre with pop, R&B, EDM, and rap. But one thing hasn't changed. Women still are barely played on country radio. In 2015, radio consults Keith Hill called the women the quote-unquote tomatoes sprinkled into the male quote-unquote lettuce of country radio salad. A 2020 study showed that in 1 in 10 songs on Billboard in 2019 year-end airplay chart was by a woman. While the Pistol Annies have put out 3 stellar albums, none of their songs has climbed higher than number 40 on the Billboard country airplay charts. Lambert on her own has churned out hit after hit, but she's a rare outlier in the genre. Maybe it's surprising then that women of today of country find more success elsewhere, particularly of streaming platforms. This spring, 2/3 of the Pistol Annies returned with albums that seem barely in conversation with mainstream country radio at all. Lambert's The Marfa Tapes, May 7th, is an acoustic trio record with veteran songwriters John Randall and Jack Ingram that sounds like it was recorded through a tin can. Monroe's Rose Gold, coming out April 30th, has a lot more in common with a reverb-drenched indie pop of the moment. But the 2 records are thrilling precisely because of their nonconformity. They showcase the artists who have long reveled in their rebel status, chasing creativities on their own terms. The Marfa Tapes is the stronger and more startling of the pair. Since 2005, Lambert has cheerfully embraced the slick richness of Nashville's sound while also pushing the bounds of its lyrical chasteness. For this album, in the midst of quarantine, she abandoned the studio for a house in the Texas desert. You can hear planes hum overheard and cans crack open as the trio's haggard setup lays bare with their emotional bond and musical mind meld. Their melodies are so evocative that you might mistake them for long-lost campfire classics. They practically beg to be covered, whether by buskers or bedroom artists on TikTok. Given Lambert's stature, the album feels potentially transformative, a cultural reset on the level of acoustic masterpieces like Willie Nelson's Red-Headed Stranger or Bruce Springsteen's Nebraska. Monroe runs in the opposite direction. The Tennessean has garnered critical acclaim for her disarmingly personal storytelling and exquisite production, and Rose Gold takes her exploratory impulses even further. There are plenty of touch points here. Quote-unquote siren spills out with the clipped cadences and the guitar overdrive of a perfume genius song called quote-unquote Gold has the bleached strings and California worship of Lana Del Rey. Monroe has laced references to the Downers into her lyricism, including her classic Pistol Annies line, "I picked a good day for a recreational parasite," and this project operates under a blissful psychedelic haze. While Rose Gold is an unlikely project to come out of Nashville, it extends a broader recent trend of prominent female country musicians from Casey Musgraves to Maureen Morris, exploring their artistry across genres. Of course, the center of country music remains robust, with a radio dominated by affable men singing about odes to heartbreak, beer, and small towns. But in this new streaming era of country artists are less beholden to Nashville establishment than a group like the Dixie Chicks, nearly 20 years ago. Lambert and Monroe's vastly different new projects, as well as those younger peers, reveal how the spirit of the Pistol Annies, of raw honesty, creative and independence and solidarity, continue to disrupt country's uniformity and lead to vital, groundbreaking work. Here's my take on it. I liked the Pistol Annies, which was unusual. I don't care for these two as individual artists. I just don't. Yes, I've sung some Miranda Lambert songs in the past, and not all songs are bad by her, but I'm not a fan of her. What I am saying is, I'm old school. I don't dig today's country music. I think that it's not country. It's more whatever they feel they want to label it, but it's not country. I feel like that I miss my twin fiddles. I miss my steel guitar. I miss being able to hear what they're saying. Go back and listen to some of the classics that I'm talking about. Not just the male genre of living on Tulsa time. You knew what the heck they were saying. You knew where they were going. And, you have some of the female versions. Well, I was born a coal miner's daughter. Well, okay. We know where she was born and we know who she was born to. It was plain, straightforward, honest, and straight to the point. Today, it's more loud noise, more how fast can we get the lights up and blare them at them, and more banging drums than honest to God songs. So I believe that country music is not reimagined, Andrew Cho, sorry. I believe that it's not country. And we need more George Strait. We need some Tammy Wynette. And I know that late Tammy would be like shaking her head at the current state of this music, let alone the way these people are dressing on stage. They act like they're going to the Walmart rather than going on stage. And it's just a disgrace. So thank you for the article, but country music is not country. And it's not reimagined. It's ruined. I think we need a little bit more tradition and a little less bubblegum pop. Take the pop rocks out of your mouth and choose some traditional bazooka, where we could blow the bubble, but we could also put it out too. So that's what I have to say to that. And thank you for listening. As you knew, it was not going to be on the bright sunny side of life, because honestly, country is not reimagined. It's ruined when you have people out there screaming at the top of their lungs. You have no idea what they're saying. You don't know what point they're trying to get across. Let alone, you got these people out there that's, good gravy, going on stage and drinking beer. Okay? Come on stage without the beer in your hand. Okay? Come on stage like a professional performer should. Act like one while you're there. More importantly, there's just so many don'ts. Just don't do it. And, if you look at history and see the road that was paved by the legends, paved by the ones from the past, it was not like at all done like today. There's a good song that Waylon Jennings sung, "Are You Sure Hank Done It This Away?" And I really don't think that he would have done it this away. And I think a lot of them need to re-look at their picture that they're painting for the world to see. With that being said, I've got a workout to go get in, and now I'm fired up to do it. Thank you.